Thank you so much for coming tonight, Orion. It's lovely to meet you. I'd love to hear a bit more about your story as far as how you discovered your passion in this startup that you're in, Lendsnap, sorry.
Well, thank you, Pemo. Yeah, it's lovely to be here. Lendsnap really grew out of my wanting to transform a painful process that millions of people go through every year, which is applying for a mortgage.
Right.
So I had been a real estate investor since I was about 18 and watched my father build a portfolio of 150 rental properties. So I was a signatory on a lot of mortgages. I saw the hassle that people go through, and I heard a lot of my friends talking about how painful it was. And I wanted to change that.
Wow.
And just make people's lives easier.
Wow. So we must all love you then, if we're getting a mortgage, right? And so what's the difference in your company? Like, is there any sort of summary that you can give us about what you...
Right, absolutely. So how do we make people's lives easier? So we're not a lender or a broker, but we serve lenders and brokers with technology that gives their borrowers a better experience.
Oh, great.
And it turns out it saves a lot of time and effort for lenders too. And what we fix is the process of gathering all the qualifying documents. So these are people's bank statements, W-2s, pay stubs, tax returns. Okay. All of this is online, but people have to work really hard to get it, and that creates a lot of friction. That means people don't get the best mortgage they could.
And where do you see the opportunities for your business, your FinTech business, and where do you see the opportunities for FinTech in general?
For our company, we knew we didn't want to be a lender because we thought that would not enable us to impact the largest number of people possible, right? Okay. So by serving lenders, the opportunity is that really we can transform how mortgage gets done for the vast majority of Americans. Oh, okay. As far as FinTech opportunities in general, I think lending is a vastly untapped space. Anywhere you find regulation, I think you find opportunity.
That's a good way of looking at it, instead of like being terrified of it.
And a lot of lenders are terrified of it, and it's hurt their profits, so they're afraid for good reason.
Yeah, and there's a lot of hurdles that regulations throw out at you, really, isn't there?
Right.
And so tell me, what's been, if you're willing to share, what's been the biggest challenge for you with your startup?
Well, it's been different things at different times. There's many challenges. I think I could point to it's interesting. There was a time when it was hard to get people to believe that we could do what we said we would do. Okay. And then once we've done it, investors get it, and then they'll usually find a different thing to object about or wonder about. But we've gone and did what we said. We now link to people's accounts to go pull the documents for them. And that was a big hurdle in terms of belief, right? And so that meant we had to trudge on for a while to get the product built. A lot of people say, come up with an idea, go fundraise. But if you haven't done it before, as a FinTech startup or any kind of entrepreneur, you probably have to prove yourself first. So.
And are you using any blockchain technology to pull all these documents?
We're not, but we think there's good opportunities for that in the future, especially around maintaining the veracity and the authenticity of the documents. I would see a big opportunity in the area of title keeping, record keeping at the local and city level. And I know there are companies, startups working on that problem.
So it sounds like there's sort of more opportunities coming for your startup.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's fabulous.
I mean, we're building something that nobody has right now, but once we've built it, there's lots of ways to achieve revenue expansion, deliver more value. We have lenders asking us for many, many features. We have to remind them we can't do everything at once. We're delivering one unique type of value first.
Very exciting. And tell me, what is your greatest passion? What is your greatest love?
Wow. Well, let's see. We are talking about my life here because I've really dedicated my life to this startup. Sometimes when I talk to investors or mentors, they say, well, nobody goes into mortgage because they love it. I don't believe that's true, but what I really love is efficiency.
Okay.
and making things that have to be done over and over as painless as possible. And so really, the highest aspiration is to give people more time to live their lives.
It's fabulous. And one last question. What's the funniest thing that's happened to you since you've had this startup?
Oh, let's see. I had somebody come up to me and say, "Hey, I've got this great idea. Here's what I'm going to do." And it was my business. And I said, "Well, I think I gave you that idea." And he asked me to be his CEO and join his company. And I'm like, "Well, I don't think I can." It was a challenging and surprising situation. Also funny.
Right. And did he see the funny side of it ultimately? No.
I don't know. I don't think so.
So he was possibly trying to steal your idea?
Well, yeah, after, they talk about the importance of being open and sharing your ideas. If you keep it under a rock, you'll never find out whether it's a good idea. You can't test it.
Yeah.
But I've had 2 people that showed up and tried to steal my idea. Mostly all you can do is not worry about it and be the best you can be.
Yes, of course.
So,
yeah, that would be my philosophy too.
Yeah, and you keep going and you keep sharing and you keep doing the best you can.
Well, all power to you, Orion. I hope that everything goes smoothly and fabulously for you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.